Yo, what's good, man? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy Hood, man. I just wanted to highlight y'all about that Travis Scott Astroworld interviews. I'm hearing from some of the people that was the victims in that situation. So like and subscribe, and appreciate y'all. Hood the filmmaker. That's what we doing over here. And I'm lighting up and I'm smoking one because that's what I do. Look, come on, I kick it. I'm one of those kind of guys. That's what I do. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that a bit, man. I saw one of the press conference from one of the young guys that was involved. He's very articulate, seemed very intelligent, very explanatory about what happened. And, it's really sad because those kids really lost their life. And I've been to so many concerts, y'all, it's not even real. As a young man, I worked at the Regal Theater, which is like a big, gigantic theater that had hundreds and thousands of people there every day. I literally work inside crowds on a daily basis. That's what I do when I sell my products to the humans that come to visit Chicago. It's part of my life. So when you see the kids that come in town, sometimes they do be wild. I've been to concerts myself. I've been wild my damn self. Loud, kicking it, kicking my legs up, wilding out. Just a young person thing. Lollapalooza got you like that. I just sent my youngest son to uh, Rolling Loud, New York. He and his little girlfriend met up there, and they did that thing. So it's concerts is a part of our life. I even make music, so I plan on doing concerts for myself. But somebody's big as Travis Scott and having access to that many 50,000 people in a place in Houston, he's done the show twice or three times before this year. But doing it there in summertime, it's year round there. It's not really a wintertime sound in Houston. A lot of people came from a lot of other different towns and cities just to visit him too. North Carolina, South Carolina, Dallas. But that kid's interview was really heart wrenching. And you heard it. He said, I'm a taller kid. He said, I'm kind of tall. So I could breathe a lot of times during the festival. But a lot of times people were being crushed so bad they couldn't breathe. They passed out. He said, I almost passed out. He said he almost cried at that point. You could see that he started getting really emotional at that point and almost cried because he was dealing with so much pain. Trying to explain the story. So it's crazy because crowds are something else. My little son, when he went to his first concert, I forgot who was the artist he went to go see. I know it was the first day of Lollapalooza, so it was a gang of artists. But when he went down there, prior to him going down there being a young teenager, Dad, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. I'm tired of your advice. I literally said the same shit to my father, so I had to eat that one. But the last thing I wanted to tell him was don't go to the front of the crowd because people will be so excited they'll push for it and crush you. I didn't get a chance to tell him that. He was so fucking angry just being a young teenager, how it is. But he did leave. But when he did go to the front of the crowd, he didn't get crushed. People just pickpocketed him. And a lot of people got pickpocketed because you jumping around dancing. You don't really think about somebody going in your pocket. Things happen. You wouldn't know this. You wouldn't even know it's a group of people who came to just pickpocket. The whole reason why they there. So if you there, they see you coming. And so a kid like that don't really get a chance to kind of be free if you got people kind of targeting you, seeing you coming. Like, yo, you know what? I'm on that motherfucker because he dumb. He don't see us and shit. So, and then I even been those boys before who see people and be like, hey, Joe, look at that nigga right there. Let's get his ass. As you live in life, you never know what side of the field you're going to be on, but you live life, you know what I'm saying? You might find yourself on both sides of the field at different points in your life. Obviously, the younger you are, you like on the side that's naive. You just don't know. And the more older you get, the more people you meet, and then the more experiences you start having. So I felt sorry for those kids that all got hurt at that event. They didn't deserve it. It seemed like that they was just there for fun, and then this kid Travis Scott might have to go down beyond our understanding. Like they really might hit him hard. You got suits coming from every angle. Now I'm assuming that the people got insurance, and then they prepare as far as having meetings inside their corporations for things like this, and they have times when they discuss, yo, what do we do if it's a raid? What do we do? It was a raid in another area. So we do the same thing. What do we do if it happened at our venues? I know they had that kind of protocol, some kind of stuff they got going. And nonetheless, they definitely probably got a fee that they'll pay people that had that experience. And it'll be like more of a general pay. And it'll be the pay that'll stop you from continuing your suit. Or if you continue your suit, it's going to be stretched out to 10 to 15 years before you see a nickel. You know what I'm saying? So it's a long-term situation. It's not, I mean, the settlement will probably be sooner than the actual ending of a suit. Probably stretch you 3 to 5 years. Plus, you still got to pay 33 and a third to the lawyers that's involved. You know, that's one critical thing why it's important to be a lawyer, because you see how you could be used. You got Ben Crump, who would look like the spearheader of this most recent class action lawsuit coming in. And so he's an intelligent guy, and he knows how to talk. He knows what to say. He's always been a part of being helpful for blacks. And again, you know, when the white guy came out, the white lawyer came out and said he was filing a suit for certain people involved. Obviously, he wasn't talking about the black people involved. So you got Ben Crump that's going to file a suit on behalf of the black people who went to the concert, because they deserve, obviously, equal redemption for what occurred to them. You know, I mean, it's scary being inside crowds. I remember being crushed in a crowd for the first time when I was at the Blackhawks had won the Stanley Cup in Chicago, and I went down there. You know, I'm about to get. I walked down the street. I knew it was a crowd, so it was a crowd on every block. So I thought this crowd was lighter. Getting to Michigan Avenue, and as I was a few feet away, some Mexican dude started trying to pull it with me. Was like, "Hey, motherfucker, quit pushing." And I'm like, man, every fucking body pushing. Look at this crowd. The crowd that stretched across the whole entire street. The entire street, the crowd that stretched across. No cars was allowed through. So we're only a few feet from Michigan Avenue, where it's an entire larger street. You could get out there and stretch out more, but we couldn't get there. So we were stuck kind of close to the wall. And these guys like, yo, motherfucker, keep pushing. We're going to fuck you up. And I'm sitting back like, how the fuck you trying to pull it with me out of all these motherfucking people here? They like 4, 5 deep. And I'm solo. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, nigga, man, you keep, yes, you is. That is you pushing. Like, this is the. So can you imagine being crushed in a crowd and being racially discriminated against at the same fucking time? Because they telling me I'm pushing when I'm being pushed by hundreds of fucking people that's pushing. They pushing from the back forward. There's no wall in front of us, though. It's open. The walls are to the side, which is the building. So what's in front is a major street, which is Michigan Avenue. So we couldn't get there because that was crowded. Michigan Avenue was stuffed. So the guys yelling at me like, nigga, when we get through here, we're going to fuck you up. It's wild. I'm tripping up like, at first I'm just trying to be docile. Like, whoa, you know, like, who is these motherfuckers? And people just starting to talk shit to me. I don't need this shit to open up, and then they try to attack my ass. Like, who is these people? And then the pushing and swaying, you can barely breathe. It was crazy. Now you got these people yelling at you. And it just took me off into the south side dude I am. Like, boy, I beat your motherfucking ass. You keep playing with me, little puss ass boy. You think I'm scared of you, soft pussy? Fuck you, nigga. And I'm pushing. Now what the fuck you gonna do? I went in. I was on mad mode. Like, what you wanna do, nigga? Any one of you motherfuckers get at me and this shit, nigga, you finna get smashed, hoe ass nigga. And then they kept pushing and pushing and pushing. We got forward. They went about their business. But it happened. And it was like, damn, there's one of the moments when I was like, you probably shouldn't be in one of these motherfucking winning the fucking championship moments, because these motherfuckers wild out here. You had to then get into it with some dudes, and imagine that could have happened to somebody that was at that crowd. It seemed like when you see the news, everybody like, oh, I was pushing and I was scared. Can you imagine somebody was pushing and then some other people like, man, that's you pushing. That's me pushing. I'm not pushing. I'll fuck you up. You keep pushing. You're like, how you gonna jump me? Is that, you see all these fucking people? So it happened, and there was white people every fucking where, because this is the Stanley Cup. This is fucking hockey. So it was weird that those dudes was pulling it with me like that when a fucking crowd of hundreds of thousands of people. It was weird as hell. But, you know, you had to stand up for yourself, and that's what they had to realize. Like, you ain't never finna pull it with me. I don't give a fuck how many of you niggas it is. You just finna have a hickey on your head, because I will go in fucking sane on you whole ass niggas, especially with my life in jeopardy because of some fucking crowd surge and shit. Nigga, what's up? Let's get off into this shit. I don't give a fuck. And they moved on, because it was like, you know, I didn't show no hoe. It's like, boy, I motherfucking go banana break on your bitch ass niggas. Better get lost, you pussy ass nigga. but that's what I had to do. So, and that was Stanley Cup. You know what I mean? I didn't expect that, but I've been in hundreds of thousands of crowds. I even filmed the immigration march in 2006 and 2007 in Chicago. Boy, there was so many people out there, I couldn't even imagine. I never even knew that many humans would even be marching at some kind of event. And I shot it twice in each year because that's what I was into as a filmmaker. So, damn, man, that's what I had to say about Travis, man. And I hope he don't go to jail and all that shit for what's going on with him. But it ain't looking good. So y'all, thank y'all for fucking with me on this video. Like and subscribe. I always appreciate the support. Your boy Hood, the filmmaker, Hood Films. You know what we do. Check the brand out. We got the new movie. It's called Killer Rapper Movie. It's right here on YouTube. It's free. You can check it out. It's an hour long. If you rock with me this long, you rock with me for real. I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man. Like and subscribe.